I would expand the draft. We need players in our system. We need talent in our system. To have a 2015 or 20 round draft is not enough because it doesn't bring in a pool of players that can actually help you win at some point. You don't necessarily have to be a first or second or seventh round guy to make an impact in the major leagues. Um, I would expand that pool. That'd be one. I would also continue to expand. I know they contracted, some of the minor league teams. Why? We're taking talent out of our sport, and I think that there's opportunities there to not necessarily expand, but there's to me there is no reason to streamline that. I think you got to try to bring talent into your organization. I love some of the changes that were made as far as particularly the pitch timer. I think it's been excellent. I do think at some point it may be tweaked, and I think there's going to be a reassessment of what goes on. I would think about how they can make it maybe a little bit better or not quite as difficult on the pitching, because I'm really interested in seeing what's going on in July, August, and September when some of these pitchers are going to get gassed. We already have a system whereby we are minimizing the importance of the starting pitcher, and it's just too important. I mean, for a guy to have, throw 5 innings and for people to celebrate that is ridiculous because you have to have 400,000 other pitchers handle the rest of your innings for the season. When you're having your bullpens having to handle 50% of the innings and do it effectively, that's a really hard thing to do when the pool of actual talent and pitching is not all that great. I don't know. One of the things I'd love to do somehow is to change maybe the arbitration process and value the win again and value a winning player as opposed to their particular numbers. I don't know how to do that. I think it's one of the most difficult processes, and it's sort of a necessary evil. But I think if you start valuing winning instead of the individual numbers in some way, shape, or form, I'm not smart enough to figure out how. I think that would be an important element of getting our game back to like players who actually want to help the team win, as opposed to players who just want to make money for their family, which is important. I'm with them, but I think it's also I think it'll be better for the sport.
It's called a pitch clock, not a pitch timer. We don't need this. We don't need this government TV, telling you to call it a pitch timer, all that
Pitch
stuff.
clock, pitch timer, whatever it is. I think that's going to get tweaked a little bit. I also think that a pitcher should have an opportunity to take a timeout an inning. I believe that he should get one timeout an inning, so
Without a
where he
mound
can just
visit.
take it, yeah, without a mound visit, and say, "Hey, I need 30 seconds to catch my breath and slow down the inning." And I think that's why you're seeing so many crooked numbers because guys just can't slow it up. And they're trying to
Ru-
do it, catcher coming out, stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. Ruben, you're going to need more than one day to be commissioner because all that stuff is great stuff. And I completely agree with you.